What's up, everybody, and welcome to ITG Daily, the show that brings you the hottest in gaming news. I'm Drew, that's Scott, and we've got a whole lot to talk about today. Scott, what's happening, man?
And you know, I played Nickelodeon Kart Racers yesterday. I was always curious about it, and not a bad time. It's no Mario Kart, but it's not a bad time.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, yeah. What are your interests on that one? That's fair enough.
When Diddy Kong Racing comes back, I'll be first in line.
Nice, dude. I'm working on a game for review. I'm working on actually covering the Logitech G Cloud this week too for the show. So a couple of things in keeping me busy. That's for sure.
It's always something to be excited about.
Oh yeah, dude, I cannot wait to tell people about the G Cloud. There's lots to talk about, and yeah, we'll get there. But where everybody can join us right now is at 11 a.m. Eastern, live over on twitch.tv/the official ITG, as well as YouTube at ITG. But if you can't join us live, hit us up later inside the game.ca podcast services and TV streaming networks around the globe. Scott, today's show, more aliens are on the way. It's reported that a new AAA Alien game is in development, but not just one, as more are on the way as well. Will we see Star Wars Jedi Survivor at the Game Awards? We'll be talking about that. And a new job posting suggests we might actually see Valorant make its way to console. Ooh, exciting, dude. I'm down for that.
I think that's more likely than less.
Yeah, I figured it was only a matter of time. Still, we'll see how long I lasted it, dude, because it's gonna be a high competitive. It's like playing Counter-Strike. Can you play Counter-Strike on controller?
You can, but I don't think it's no. I don't think that's advised.
No, this comes from Dennis Patrick over at Game Ranks. As a new AAA game in development is reported to be an Alien game. Scott, that's pretty cool. So let's get into it. The Alien franchise is massive. Well, we haven't received a new film for the hit IP. We have been receiving video game installments. In fact, a rumor is circulating online right now that suggests the new Alien IP is about to receive a new AAA budget video game project. However, details about the new game will entail are a mystery right now. Regardless, if these rumors prove true, we should start hearing about the game soon. At the moment, the release date is slated for the upcoming season of 2023. The report comes from Insider Gaming, which stated that they received information about a new AAA budget Alien game from an unaccredited source. What was showcased to them was documentation that highlighted a holiday 2023 release date and that it would be a survival horror experience. Scott, you gotta be down for that.
Oh, yeah. Though there's 3 different Alien games that I've really appreciated over the time. One's AVP, way back on 360.
Sure.
A lot of people didn't like it, but there was a lot better to it than most people saw. And then you have Alien Isolation. That has to be king. That has to be the best Alien game ever created. And I know somebody out there is going to argue with me. There was an AVP on PC way back that was better, but I'm not old enough to experience that one, unfortunately.
Insider.
Then lastly, we have Alien's Fireteam that was really surprisingly good to me. I really like that game.
No, fair enough. Insider Gaming noted that the development studio is taking inspiration from the likes of Dead Space and Resident Evil for this upcoming project. Additionally, we know that this is for the current generation console platforms only. However, we don't have any information as to what studio is working on the game. Likewise, we don't have any premise information right now of where this game will take place according to the films or other previously released video games. That's not the only Alien project potentially in the works. Insider Gaming sources also confirmed that there are pitches going on right now for the sequel to Alien Isolation, Scott.
Excellent.
So there you go. That's got to be pretty exciting. Not a franchise I got into, Scott. Are you shocked?
Not at all. I'd like to convince you to play Fireteam with us, because that's not...
Yeah.
You might as well be shooting clowns.
I have played it. I do recall playing it quickly. And then I saw it was yourself. Was it you and Corey you played this as well? Somebody reviewed it for the show. It might have been Nate. Nate might be in there.
I think it was Nate and Corey. It's hard to say because we all kind of played it for a little while.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was yeah. So I don't know. More Aliens on the way. Sounds like a good deal, and a lot of people would probably be pretty excited for that one, Scott.
I think your entire personality would change if you could beat Alien Isolation. I think that would be a complete change in you, because that game is scary, and I'm not scared by anything.
Oh man, I don't know if I can do it. That's for sure. Not for me. I don't like the creepies. But do you think we see anything? So if they're aiming for a 2023 release, is there the opportunity we see this at the Game Awards?
Maybe a tease of some sort, yeah. Because if there is still an entire year left, I'm not sure if we would see much of anything.
I don't know, but what we might be seeing at the Game Awards, Scott, is Star Wars Jedi Survivor will reportedly be showcased at the Game Awards. This comes from Abinash over at Tech for Gamers. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is the sequel to the critically acclaimed Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Dude, I absolutely adored that game. I thought the game was well done. So
good. I've been thinking about running through it again.
Really? Oh, hang tight to that, because the first game in the franchise was released in 2019 and combined elements of the Souls-like genre with the Star Wars universe. The next title in the franchise was originally announced a few months ago, but the trailer did not reveal much about Star Wars Jedi Survivor. However, it looks like new gameplay is coming sooner than expected. According to the reputed leaker Jeff Grubb, Star Wars Jedi Survivor will be featured at the Game Awards 2022, which is on December 8th, Scott, if I recall that correctly. Additionally, Jeff Grubb has also talked about a potential release date for Star Wars Jedi Survivor. He believes the game will be released in March, just a few months after the Game Awards. Dude, that's not far off.
No, that's not far off at all.
Not at all. That's exciting.
I'd be very excited for that. Yeah, again, another franchise I really like, but I don't trust the movies are going to bring me any joy from now on. Jedi Survivor is my next best bet.
No, absolutely. Star Wars Fallen Order, I thought, or Jedi Fallen Order was a fantastic game. My wife and I co-op that together, even though it's a single player experience. We passed the controller back and forth and beat it from start to finish. We had a blast playing it. There were some
You made me
moments.
wonder, are you gonna do the left hand, right hand thing? One of you
No.
gets left hand, the other one now.
I could not coordinate that,
I
man.
forget what game it is. I have two friends that beat a game that way. It might have been
Really?
Turtles in Time, actually.
Oh, wow.
That's a strange one.
That is a strange one. However, Scott, Star Wars Jedi Survivor is not the only Star Wars title that fans can look forward to. Over 6 AAA Star Wars games are currently in development by various teams and studios. Ubisoft is also working on a highly ambitious Star Wars title. Ubisoft, however, is not really talked too much about it, but it is supposed to be released in 2025. So 3 years out still, buddy.
Oh man, what kind of a Star Wars game would you go for in addition to the Jedi Fallen series? Because I'm Pod Racer. Pod Racer is the one I want.
That's a popular one, right? That's a popular request. I still go back
Shadow
to
of the Empire was so good.
I keep going back to Amy Hennig's game 1313. Dude, the act as a bounty hunter, I think would be an amazing experience. We always like that kind of cat and mouse experience, and I think that's one that could really kind of portray that in the Star Wars universe.
You know, you really got to play Star Wars Bounty Hunter on GameCube. Now, I know that's not your favorite, but
I need a GameCube.
I think it's a rare game nowadays, but I actually have it. If you were curious, yeah. Oh, amazing memories. A great game.
Oh, man. Hey, yo.
That must have been 20 years ago.
So, speaking about going back, dude, I played Blacklist last night. Splinter Cell Blacklist. Yo, did that feel good? I got to be honest. I was like hitting home. It was awesome.
As soon as you hear the goggles come on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so cool. Oh, I love it, right? It is one of my... Yeah, I was talking to a couple of people this morning about it on Discord. It's so good. But, yeah. Dude, 1313 was... It's an unfortunate... turn of events when it came to Amy and EA, and the fact that we just don't get that game. And I would love for somebody to kind of take that little bit of knowledge, perhaps, of what that game could have been. It was called, I think it was codename Rat Tag or something, or something like that. Yeah, had a rat in it, anyways. But either way, we're not gonna get it. We'll probably never get it. Amy now is on her own studio over at, I believe, Skydance. So. Or Skybound, and yeah, it's just one of those crap. What that could have been. But there's 6 AAA, dude. Okay, let me ask you this: what studio would you give a Star Wars IP to?
Oh, I want to say Respawn because we know Respawn can do a great job with it so far. Aside from that, I'm really not certain. Actually, I would like to see Pod Racer taken by Playground Games. That would be amazing.
That's a good call. Good call. They're busy right now, obviously, on Fable.
Yeah. Or if Frontier could work on some of the spacefaring games. Oh, that'd be amazing. Frontier being the developer of Elite Dangerous.
Yeah. We do know Quantic Dream is working on Star Wars Eclipse right now. So that is an interesting turn of events over there. That's going to be years out before we even see that game. Unfortunately, I'd love to see what they're working on. That's going to be a cool game, man. I love everything that Quantic Dream has ever made, even going all the way back to Indigo Prophecy. So Telltale, yeah. Yo, that's a good call. Telltale. I think they're busy right now with they just wrapped up. What are they working on? The Wolf Among Us Part 2.
Wolf Among Us 2, yeah.
And what's that other game too? It starts with an I. There's a television. There's a Netflix series on it. I can picture the. You know what I'm talking about, right? I just can't seem to come to mind.
The space one, you mean?
Yeah.
The Expanse.
Yeah, I think that's it. Right. Yeah. So there's that game too, right? So they're busy right now. I think the last time what happened with Telltale is that they had too much on the go. And unfortunately, it just didn't pan out for them. And dude, you got to give it to Naughty Dog. Give Naughty Dog a Star Wars game.
Oh, that would be really nice. Essentially, I want to get it out of the hands of EA.
Yeah, we've seen it kind of dwindle away out of EA, and now that Disney's looking to branch out a little bit more and pass it off to other studios. But so we know a couple studios are working on Star Wars titles. EA is obviously with Jedi Survivor, and then you've got Ubisoft, as well as whoever is making this new game, Alien Isolation. Who else is working on it? Ubisoft, EA, Sorry, Quantic Dream. So there's 3, right? There's still 3 more out in the wild. So we'll see what happens, man. I don't know. Lots of Star Wars. Scott, can we have too much Star Wars?
Ooh, I think of the movies
line.
and I want to say yes.
There's a fine line, right?
Every time they come out with another trilogy of movies, I dislike Star Wars a little bit more. Those prequel movies are looking good nowadays, and that says something.
No, that's too bad. Dude, let's get into it. We'll talk about some Valorant. As a new job listing suggests, Valorant could be coming to consoles. Comes from Kelsey over at VG247. Valorant has been a PC exclusive multiplayer shooter since its first launch back in 2020. This isn't unusual for developer Riot Games, who currently only has games on PC or either mobile platforms. So there is the mobile side of things as well, what they're up to over there.
Valorant mobile sounds like it would be an awful time.
Oh, man, that'd be so fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
That said, it appears that it could be all set to change in the future, with Riot Games exploring the possibility of bringing Valorant to console players too. Now, rumors have been floating around regarding this ever since the Xbox and Bethesda showcase back in June, when Riot Games announced that its games would be available on Xbox Game Pass with pre-unlocked agent rosters for new players. The partnership with Microsoft insinuates that the future of Valorant could be on consoles. Just in October, one Valorant leaker shared a screenshot to Twitter suggesting that Riot Games had added new icons for PlayStation and Xbox controls. Scott, interesting little tidbit there. The partnership.
Now, you could plug in. I'm not certain in this particular case, but I think you could plug a controller in and play that way. In which case you would see those button icons. Yeah.
Further developments suggest the Valorant migration to consoles is really happening. Just this morning, Riot Games shared 2 new job listings to Hitmaker. Both roles are for Valorant, with one listing of the role for senior game designer console and another for the role of game design manager console. Scott, it's coming, man. It's got to be coming.
I think it is. Yeah, I've been asked if Valorant is on console a few times, actually. My neighbor who plays it a lot, he was asking me, and I said, no, not yet. But it seems like it would be a natural fit. Although you brought it up, how do you do that without mouse and keys? Is it going to be controller only? Are you going to be locked to controller only? How's that going to work?
Okay, so there's 2 sides of it. For me to stand a chance of Valorant, I need to be controller locked. But there is the other side that you can plug in the mouse and keyboard to your consoles, right? There is that capability as well. So it just depends on where you play. I play on my couch, so I'm not going to hold a mouse and keyboard there. That'd be a mess.
Tray.
Yeah, it'd be a huge mess. Dude, we got some disappointing news. Have you played these games, Scott? ASX Go, Hitman, Sniper, and others from Square Enix set to get shut down. This comes to George Yang. No,
I didn't actually know about Deus Ex Go.
Dude, it was so good. Like, really, really good. I love the puzzle mechanic in it. I thought the game was fantastic. I love all the Go games. I thought they were great. I thought they were really well done. This is George Yang over at IGN. The company, formerly known as Square Enix Montreal, then changed over to Studio Onamoa, and then announced that it will be shutting down and removing games from the App Store and Google Play Store, including Deus Ex Go, Hitman Sniper the Shadows, Arena Battle Champions, and Space Invaders Hidden Heroes. The games will be delisted from storefronts on December 1st, and players will not be able to access the games after January 4th, 2023. In-game purchases have also been suspended immediately, but players can still use in-game purchases they have already bought. If they go unused, however, they will not be refunded. Scott, here's a okay, that part sucks. The weirdest part too is that Embracer Group bought Square Enix Montreal, then flipped them into this new studio, and then shut down the studio, and now they're going off to be over at Eidos Montreal. Like, what a mess for Embracer Group. I don't understand exactly what they're doing over there, but I don't think anybody really does, because they are all over the place, man. Buying this studio, buying that studio, and then flipping things around, and I don't know. We'll see what happens.
The business world moves really fast, that's for sure. And
it certainly does.
It's such a drag, though, to get your games shut down in this kind of a way, because there's no good, clean way. How do you wind that down properly? If there are on-game in-app purchases already done, do you refund that? That could be a massive number. I don't know if there's any good way of shutting these games down. And as I'm saying this, I think of Cloud Raiders.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough, man. We've seen a ton of traffic on that one on our
It's
channel.
our most commented video.
So many people are heartbroken by that one. It's funny that you mentioned it. Yeah, but Deus Ex Go, Hitman, Sniper is a great one as well. So to see some of these now disappear is
I'm
pretty
curious
pretty
about
disappointing.
Hitman Sniper.
Dude, it's yeah.
Do you know Retro Planet?
Yeah, I know Retro Planet.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure if they're shut down nowadays, but I played a Hitman kind of game on that. That was a Hitman Sniper, but it had the big sniper rifle attached to the game cabinet.
Silent Scope, dude, is what it was called. Because I played it too. Yeah,
I thought you would have, yeah, because
absolutely.
That remind me, is that what Hitman Sniper looked like? And now I'm flooded with the memories of playing Hitman Sniper. Which Hitman game was that at your house? I believe I won. I think I took the most points that day.
Did you? Yeah, it was. It was the Sniper Challenge, Hitman Sniper Challenge, and Hitman 2, because they came out with a multiplayer component and they brought us the Sniper Challenge. So I don't know if anybody remembers way back in the day, if you pre-ordered Absolution, you got the Hitman Challenge. Dude, I fell in love with it. Right, like that was it was so cool setting up some of these kills and things like that, taking out your targets, having things drop on them, have accidental kills. And then we actually went to an event, and I was talking to Travis and Connor, I think it was, back in the day, and they were representing the game, and they told me about how one guy beat that little challenge in 7 seconds. I said, what? Oh yeah, in 7 seconds he flat out crushed that. I'm like, there's no way I could ever do that.
I wonder if that's the same guy that did the Dubai level on Hitman 3 in about what was that, 15 seconds or something.
Just
unreal.
I'll never forget it, man. Talking to them about that, it was awesome.
I've run through Doom, episode 1, mission 1, really lightning fast, but there's no way I can even attempt to do something that speed.
Yeah, I'm not a speedrunner whatsoever. I'm more of a stealth guy. Take my time.
You gotta play some Titanfall. That'll get some speed into you.
Oh, dude, I love Titanfall. Will we ever get Titanfall 3, Scott?
I think it's right after. Yeah, right after Half-Life 3.
Yeah. Scott, why don't you take the next one? Because this one's all for you.
The Callisto Protocol's Season Pass includes new player death animations. The survival horror game has been marketed on its gory death sequences. Sounds great to me. This is Chris Scullion at VGC. The Callisto Protocol Season Pass will include extra death animations for the protagonist, Jacob, and the enemies he faces. It has been confirmed. The details of the Season Pass were recently added to the game's Steam page, listing everything it offers, as well as typical content that would be expected with a Season Pass, such as new story DLC, new areas, and a new mode. It also lists new death animations. The Contagion Bundle, included in the Season Pass, adds a new mode as well as 13 new Jacob death animations. Meanwhile, the Riot Bundle adds a previously undiscovered area, as well as 12 new enemy death animations. This is interesting to me because I'm thinking of Tomb Raider. In all of the ways you could fail the QTEs, it was so brutal. And one of the things I've rarely exclaim out loud at my games, but that was one of them. This has me excited. The full Season Pass content is as follows: the Outer Way Skin Collection, the Contagion Bundle, as we mentioned, the Riot Bundle, and Story DLC. Dig deeper into the horrifying secrets of the Callisto Protocol.
What are your thoughts, Scott, on the Season Pass?
Well, I'm still of the opinion where I don't know if I like the idea of a Season Pass marketed day one of the game's release, because well, just put it in the game if that were the case. But this is supposed to come out as time goes on, and that does give me a little bit of reassurance that this game is strong enough that they're going to support it throughout time. That makes me happy, because I think more of a good thing is only a good thing, really. I think death animations as a digital buy is a little strange to me. Again, same kind of idea. Why isn't that just in the game?
Well, that's the thing. This is where you kind of get into Season Pass of question marks of it's already done, right? Like that animation is already there. So why couldn't you just incorporate that in the game? Well, they want to entice people to buy extra stuff for the game, keep the game funded, keep the game alive, and keep going further and bringing in more and more content. Is it we only get one piece of story DLC? Who knows? But at the same time, I kind of almost thought that's kind of a bit of a cool pitch. You can get more death animations because there's going to be a big highlight and push, obviously, within the game. And it's going to be something people are going to focus on a lot because they have made it well known of, hey, there are some brutal ways you're going to go about this thing. So there's going to be those opportunities. But I thought it was an interesting take for the battle pass or season pass.
It makes me think of Dead Space for two reasons. Unfortunately, Dead Space was just destroyed by microtransactions, especially into the third game.
Yeah,
I don't think Dead Space ever should have gone that long into the third game personally. But that also was very well known for its brutality. There's one scene in particular with the eyeball scene. I'll leave it at that. And if that tells me how brutal this game could be, it's going to be stomach turning.
Yeah,
which has me excited.
That's it's yeah, dude, it's coming close. December 2nd. It's not that far away until we see those brutal animations.
Yeah, that reminds me, I'm gonna require a week off the first week of December. I forgot to mention it.
Yeah, there's a couple games that are on the way on December 2nd. I was like, wow, we're in for a big December already. But it's funny because we kind of get winding at the end of November and things start to wrap up, and then you get into December going, okay, is there going to be much on the plate this year? There's a lot on the plate this year. I don't know if anybody's really excited, but I'm kind of looking forward to playing Midnight Marvel's Sons on December 2nd. So that's what I'm curious about. Dude, I love the Marvel Universe. And then you introduce this unique card battle system, but I've seen some like mixed reactions on some early gameplay. So we'll have to see. Time will tell, but I don't know. Scott, we do have a couple games out today, my friend. What do we have?
We have Jelly Brawl on the Xbox S and X consoles. Finding the Soul Orb is on PS4, PS5, PC, Switch, Xbox One, and Series X consoles. Dead Station is on Xbox S and X. Super Rebellion is on Mac systems, PC, Switch, Xbox One, and Series consoles.
A little bit of an emphasis on Mac systems. Email. That's an inside thing. Dude, we're going to get a shirt made for that one. And then I'm going to send it to Nate. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Mac is not something we often see here on the show by any means. But it's cool to see
Linux
this.
creeped up a couple times.
Yeah, it is strange. I don't know, a bit of a quiet day for launching games. But I don't know. It's not like we're short of things to play.
Yeah, it gives me one day to catch up.
That's right. Exactly. Scott, that's going to wrap up today's show. However, this has been ITG Daily, the show that brings you the hottest in gaming news. You can always join us live at 11 a.m. Eastern over on Twitch as well as YouTube. But if you can't join us live, hit us up later inside the game.ca, podcast services, and TV streaming networks around the globe. Until tomorrow, everybody, I'm Drew. That's Scott. We'll see you inside the game.